Hello, this is Dog. I'm playing on the RustyDeath ×2 duo server. Over the last, we're right at the end of a wipe. Got another couple of days before it does actually wipe. Over the this particular week's wipe, I've been left alone pretty much, mainly because I've been doing something that's pretty mental. I've been raided and I've been killed, but they've let me get on with this. There's some good players on here. I think it's basically just wanted to see what the hell I was really up to. Alright, this is what I wanted to show you. It's rather power intensive, so that's why there's so many windmills. That's just a normal Rust base. I'm just amazed I haven't been raided and been wiped out yet, but here we go. I'm going to show you what we've got. This is not a base, this is actually a maze stroke puzzle stroke test of dexterity skill. Good player shouldn't have any problems with it, but effectively it's a 10 by 7 block. It was built on a hill, which has actually worked in my favour with regards to use of the terrain. But this is it, a gauntlet. There are certain areas in there you can actually watch on your CCTV on your computer terminal. That's how you come out. I've put a supply drop into the prize vending machine. Anyway, the door opens automatically when you get close. Normally. Yep. And then it'll close and you're stuck in now you're running the gauntlet. These pressure pads power up the switches, which allow you to open the doors. You come in, that'll auto shut because you come off a pressure pad, but the switch is still in the on position, as you can see. On stepping on this pressure pad, it resets this switch here. And all the pressure pads throughout this part of the run do the same thing. And again, if you get it wrong and open the wrong door, shotties. I was going to put flame turrets in as well, but it's a bit overkill. So as I know the way through, I'm going to close the door. This obviously is reset that switch to the off position. I left that on from last time. That should have reset now. Yep. And as I know the way to go, it's pretty obvious which way I'm going. It should have all reset. And these doors open automatically on this pressure pad, which has just reset this switch in here. This is part 2. So once you go through the doors, you're kind of committed. In fact, you are committed. There's a camera to allow you to see what's going on. I'll put on a hat to see if it makes any better with the light. Okay, so when I trigger this, there's a sensor. These are all on timers. And there's only one way out. Most people run to the end, but this is the one that takes you out. These are on a timer. They'll close on their own in a short while. The laser sense. Here we go. It's starting to close now. I can hear them. Laser sensor allows you into this bit here. And this is an area which I've run out of time, which is not actually complete. But what was going to be in here was a snap trap maze to make you run around in a certain route to be able to get through to this door here. And also to get over to here. If you miss this box, you've missed your ladders. And if you haven't got any with you, you can't complete the whole thing. This has just set off reset a counter. I'm obviously locked in now. I've got 2 minutes and I've got to enter a code. So this is going to take 2 minutes, but that's question 1, 2, enter code. Well, I obviously already entered it, so I know I can open that door. But you have to answer the question. You've got 2 minutes to do it. So So this bit's going to be a bit boring because I'm going to have to sit around and wait while this goes down, because I don't want to reset it. If I come out it resets. So 1 minute from now. See if you can do that one. While we wait. I'll turn the light off, maybe it's a bit better. I'll have to work out how to get this hood turned off the next time I make a vid. Okay, we have 20 seconds to go. And bang bang boom. So assuming you've managed to work out the code, you can now enter it in here and get through this door. And brings you on to a bit of called gun. You can watch on CCTV. As you can see, you've got two turrets out here. One will shoot you in the head and the other one will shoot you crouching down ish, but you can get through. And here's the cost that you're going to, the price, the money you're going to need to actually, or the wood you're going to need to actually buy your prize, which is up there, which is why you needed the ladders. And these ladders take you over a gap in the wall up there at the top, over the top there, and that takes you to the door to get out. Right, I can show you how all this works, because it's got an absolute insane power requirement. Now, this is obviously not a base you'd want to defend, it's just a bit of fun. Anyone could just bosh away, and you could honeycomb it, but the actual upkeep on it is insane as well. It's just stone. I mean, you could turn it into something more difficult, but what's the point? Anyway, this is where the power comes in. Due to one of the batteries draining faster than the circuit requirement, it's now got an extra power coming in from the into the system here, which allows me to actually have some of it come out of the splitter. There's nothing coming out at the moment, so it's just running off batteries. But when there's enough wind and solar power, yeah, these batteries are being used at the moment. It charges up the batteries instead of actually, and with the surplus power. There's a big battery bank, as you can see. You can sit on the table and watch things going on. These are the three main circuits. This is the first one, which is the counters, which is actually the last one in the run, but it's the first one. This is the one that sets the doors opening up on timers. That's all part of the same. And this here is all of the circuitry that goes to the pressure pads, sensors, lights, and anything that's not really used for anything that's part of these circuits over here. There's a solo battery which goes out to a splitter which is outside, which controls the two turret guns and the one in here. So there's one dedicated battery for those alone, and a wind turbine for them. That's the door closing after I just opened it on the timer. But this is insane, the amount of power this circuit takes. The running door circuit, when you trigger the sensor, it triggers this timer, which then makes this happen. Try that without the lights on in a minute, it looks loads better. This one here is the timer reset from the sensor. So if you activate that, it resets the timer. When the countdown gets down to 2 minutes, it sends a pass through here to this timer, which then activates the door. Let's do this one without the the lights off. This is quite cool. Anyway, it's a crazy base. Not base, it's crazy not base. And so thanks for RustyDeath guys for letting me build it, because I was expecting to get trounced, and they're more than capable of doing it. And if there's anybody left on the server, because we're getting to the end of the wipe now, I'm hoping somebody will come and do it later on, and you can see exactly how it all works. As I say, you can watch it on the CCTV cameras. You can't read that with the light off, it's dark now. But that's the gauntlet.